Welcome to the ACS Daily News. The Branches, a senior living facility in North Attleboro, recently held their first Community Resource Day and Health Fair for seniors. The event provided seniors with a wide variety of information, including how to manage aging memory, and Dr. Andrew Budson gave a talk on the subject.
Today we took people through our book, 7 Steps to Managing Your Memory, what's normal, what's not, and what to do about it. And we went through the 7 steps. So step 1 is learn what is normal memory. Step 2 is determine if your memory is normal. Step 3 is understand your memory loss. Step 4, treat your memory loss. Step 5, we talked about modify your lifestyle, which includes the evidence for diet and exercise. Step 6 is strengthen your memory. We talked about strategies and memory aids. And step 7 is plan your future. I'm really on a crusade to try to help people with their memory problems. And I see patients in my office every day who come in the middle or even the late stages of Alzheimer's disease or another dementia, and they and their families don't realize that they're coming in late. The reason they don't realize they're coming in late is they don't have an understanding as to what's normal memory as one gets older and what's not normal memory. So I'm really on a crusade to try to get people to come to our clinic early because I can do so much more for people if they come in early. Number 1, the medications that we use work better if people come in early. And number 2, there's a lot of exciting research in clinical trials that people can take advantage of if they come in early. Lastly, if one's going to be making lifestyle interventions such as exercising more, eating a healthy diet, which is the Mediterranean style diets, they're going to get more benefit if they start these things early. So I'm really here because I want people to get their memory problems diagnosed and treated earlier. So we really wanted to empower people. This is the reason we wrote the book. We wanted to empower people to have the knowledge themselves to figure out what's normal and what's not. I have heard too many stories that individuals would go to see their doctor and say, "Doc, you know, I'm worried about my memory." And the doctor says, "Oh, all my patients say that. You're fine, Mrs. Jones. Don't worry about it." And I want Mrs. Jones to open up our book to page 54 and say, "You know, Doc, it says you can't tell me my memory is normal until you've talked with me about the kinds of things I've been experiencing, you've given me a pencil and paper test, you've drawn my blood and looked for problems there, and you've done a brain scan of my head." So I really wrote this book with my colleague to really try to empower people to know what their doctor should be doing. The reason that I'll often partner with organizations like this is because staying social, staying engaged is actually very important. And too often, older adults are living alone and they value their independence, which is great, but as one begins to have memory problems and ultimately develops Alzheimer's disease or another form of dementia, then they begin to become isolated. And the studies show that people who are isolated and alone are going to go downhill so much faster than people who are engaged and in a community. So this is the reason that we did the program here today, and I think that people were able to take away a lot of good information. People asked good questions throughout.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, AACS.com, by downloading the ACS mobile app, or visiting the ACS Roku channel. For ACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.